Hey there terrain makers, and welcome to part 3 of this terrain series, where we're gonna make a fantasy medieval ruined building. In this part we are constructing the second floor of the building. We will use materials and tools like rocket sticks and boulderwood, pliers, a wire brush, sanding paper or rasp. But before we jump in the making process, it is time for a short announcement. We decided to set up a Patreon where we want to establish a terrain library. The first tutorial is online and deals with making a jungle hill. We use styrofoam, clay and filler. The PDF is beautifully designed and full of pointers and pictures. Like in the good old days, ready to download and print. It would be totally awesome if we can win you to be part of this terrain journey. Back to the Stucco ruin. In the third episode we will get this building ready for a few layers of acrylic paint. We will work with wood and detail the base of the model. It starts by marking the length of the beams that gonna hold the wooden floor. Sticks of fireworks rockets are cheap and easy to process. Normal hobby pliers work great. Cut gently around the strip and break it. Cut the edges of the strips into an irregular shape. They should like old ruined beams processed by medieval craftsmen. Smooth the beams that look intact with a rasp or sanding paper. A thick wood glue is awesome because it offers a faster bond and brings also the benefits of normal PVA. Just align, press and clean up excess glue with a brush. Stick on smaller pieces of wood to complete the substructure that will hold the planks. While the glue dries, we spend time with advancing the foam stone work. Fill the gaps between the wooden beams with foam stones. The stone's gonna be textured later when you know which surface areas are finally visible. That saves time, and more time is more terrain. Stick sanded foam quarters on top of each other using the direct bond wood glue. Cut sheets from foam to build the walls. You can also use cardboard or foam core. Sketch the shape of the ruined wall. Cut halfway through and break. Glue windows and walls to the building. Speckle filler on the foam sheet to make it look like a stucco wall. Texturing foam and working with filler. These techniques are described in detail in part 2 of this video series. Just go back. It is time to make the wooden floor. I used a 2mm thick sheet of boulderwood. Popsicle sticks are a good choice also. Use a wire brush to weather the boulderwood. The wire's gonna pick up the softer fibers easier. This method boosts the wooden look and makes the planks also easier to paint. The tip of a hobby knife helps to create deeper wood textures. I was going for a heavily worn down appearance. Cut the boulder sheets into 5 to 8mm wide stripes. I prefer a triangle ruler with a metal edge. A little bit of carving helps to intensify the look of the old wooden planks. Glue the planks on with wood glue or PVA. Trim the boulder stripes with your clipper until they have a ruined irregular shape. Sometimes the best tools are already pre-installed. I want more texture on the upper side, so I treat the planks with the wires again. Scrape them with a knife and finally a little bit of cleaning with sanding paper. To achieve more variation, it is an option to break a plank and glue it off standing into place. Brushing away excess glue is always a good idea. Let's start to decorate and detail the base, cause it looks a little bit empty right now. Foam rocks will certainly lie on the floor of a ruined building. Use the same texturing techniques that we used for the building. Check out part 2. A little bit of storytelling makes a good terrain model even better. I placed a Buckman's beer jug and a tiny pipe on the broken wall. Maybe Gotrek and Felix had a good time up there. Destroyed beams and planks from the upper floor intensify the ruined look. Add pebbles, bits and things like swords or skulls, for example. Always nice. The larger details on the base got embedded by a layer of fine sand. Here we are. This model is ready to get painted. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to keep this terrain train rolling, check out the links in the description below. Follow on Instagram, like on Facebook, or become a patron. Link, like and share. By the way, we just released a layouted PDF tutorial about making jungle terrain for all patrons. So consider to be part of this digital terrain library. I also have a list on my website where I recommend tools for terrain modeling. This is an easy way to support the channel. If you have any questions, drop a comment. Thank you and keep on making terrain.